My name's Carrie and I'm the director of B. Thornton and Sons Limited. 3 years ago we purchased the bakery, and our knowledge on bakeries up until then was pretty minimal, apart from we used the bread that they supplied for our other businesses. And it wasn't until last year, when we did have a visit from HSE, that it was highlighted that there was an issue with the extraction and the problems with the dust and the dangers of flour dust, not just to the staff health, the employees' health, but also it's a very dangerous substance as well that could ignite. So one area that they asked us to look at from the day-to-day business was for the extraction. So they advised us that we needed an extraction system, but they didn't actually advise us which system we needed. So that was a major obstacle for us. We did so much research, literally months and months of research, and we were finding the cost, like the quotes that we were having were extensive, thousands and thousands. And to us as a small business, we were quite overwhelmed with it. We found quite a few systems and we had quotes which were extortionate. So we were trying to look at alternatives. We did go back to HSE, and the officer there did mention about a portable system, to which we went back and we found Dust Arrest. So initially I contacted Dust Arrest and spoke to Kelly, and she arranged for Bob to come out to see me at the bakery. Bob visited us and he assessed the bakery, spoke to us. He had so much knowledge. He gave us so much reassurance. After months and months of, trying to find different solutions. As soon as Bob walked in, I did feel as though he was our, knight in shining armour as such, that this was it. We'd actually turned a corner. Bob looked at the bakery. He didn't hard sell at all. He showed us different systems, what would work, what we'd need to do to our current equipment to enable this system to adapt to the machine. And when Bob left us, I felt as though, we'd found a solution. So Bob sent me all the information through. I sent it over to HSE. They came back to me and said, yes, looking at the specifications, you've had somebody in who's assessed everything, and we're happy for you to go ahead with that. So I spoke to Kelly in the office and said to her, I've got a deadline, Kelly. And she said, eek, right, okay, I'll see what I can do. And she was absolutely amazing. She kept me in touch all the way through, let me know when it was going to arrive, because we had got a deadline from HSE as well. And the system arrived, very easy to install, super simple as well. So even I could do it, which was great. And then Bob, a couple of weeks later, came over to commission it, because the system does need commissioning. That was an HSE requirement as well, so that they've got something to gauge the levels on. So when they look at how it's performing this time next year, well, in 14 months, they have to do another commission. So they needed to check to make sure that they've got something to start, like as a starter. And again, Bob was he brought his equipment out to show me the difference, that it was a light. So we switched the machine on with the equipment and then switched the machine on without it, and it was just unbelievable to see all the dust particles everywhere in the air. Dust Arrest have they're so informative with all the information and support as well, not just with the extraction system, but with other areas. The bakery is so much cleaner. There's not a pile, a build-up of dust everywhere, even though we do have a daily cleaner. We've noticed those areas that are hard to get to, the dust has just reduced significantly. So it's made a difference to the bakery itself, to the air quality, and also to the staff. It's reassuring them that we've got their interests, their health interests at heart as well. Initially, they were a bit sceptical as to whether it would be easy to use, but once we showed them, there's been no problem whatsoever. So we wrote a training pack, delivered training, reassured them, and also made sure that they were comfortable using it and they knew how to use it. And most importantly, checking the gauges and enabling, and also that they could empty the bag as well so that it didn't get overfull. So yeah, they've adapted really well to it. At the drop of a hat, I recommend Dust Arrest to anybody. Just from the minute that I spoke to Kelly, she arranged for Bob to come out within, I think it was within a week. Yeah, the whole process had just been flawless, so easy, so reassuring. I didn't feel as though I was being sold something that I didn't need. I didn't feel as though I was having to buy a piece of equipment just for that sale. It was, you know, looking at where we were as a bakery, looking at our budget, looking at what was going to be suitable for us. So yes, I would definitely recommend Dust Arrest to anybody.